It is finally happening. While the world was looking at full-frame updates, a mysterious Canon body was just spotted in the wild in Milan, and it's not what you think. Forget everything you thought you knew about the APS-C market, because the Canon EOS R7 Mark II has just hit the FCC database, and the specs are absolutely monstrous. We are talking about a baby R5 that is about to make full-frame users very, very nervous. The EOS R7 Mark II isn't just a refresh, it's a complete structural overhaul that borrows the soul of the R1 and the heart of the R5 Mark II. If you've been waiting to upgrade your original R7 or your aging 90D, stop everything. The official June 2026 launch window is confirmed, and the leaked hardware is unlike anything we've seen in a sub-$2,000 camera. What if I told you that you no longer need to spend $4,000 to get 8K video and 40 frames per second blackout-free shooting? The latest leaks for the Canon EOS R7 Mark II have just dropped, and they reveal a camera that is strategically designed to dominate wildlife and sports photography. From a rumored stacked sensor to the inclusion of CF Express, the Tech Vibe team has the exclusive breakdown of why this is the only camera you'll need in 2026. The original EOS R7 was a revolutionary step for Canon, bringing professional-grade autofocus to a crop sensor body. But it had its flaws. The rolling shutter was a nightmare for fast-moving birds, and the single-dial ergonomics felt a bit entry-level for a flagship. Canon has clearly been listening. The biggest news coming out of the recent FCC filing, under the internal code DS126933, confirms that this camera is built for high-speed professional workflows. The most explosive leak? The sensor. We are looking at a brand new 39.1 megapixel back-illuminated BSI sensor. There are conflicting reports about whether it will be a fully stacked CMOS, but the latest data points to a specialized high-speed readout architecture that effectively eliminates the rolling shutter issues that plagued the Mark I. Imagine 40 frames per second in electronic shutter mode with almost zero distortion. For wildlife photographers chasing a hawk in mid-dive or sports shooters at the finish line, this is the holy grail. But Canon didn't stop at the sensor. The R7 Mark II is reportedly ditching the unique rear dial joystick combo of the original. Instead, it's adopting the professional layout of the R6 Mark III and R5 series. This means a more robust body, a larger grip for those heavy L-series telephotos, and a dedicated thumbwheel that pros actually want to use. Let's talk about the brain of this machine. We are expecting the Digic accelerator chip to make an appearance here, working alongside the Digic X processor. This is the same dual-chip technology found in the flagship R1. It allows the camera to handle massive amounts of data for real-time AI subject tracking. Whether it's a soccer player's eyes behind a helmet or a bird behind dense branches, the R7 Mark II is expected to have the stickiest autofocus in APS-C history. For the hybrid creators, this is where it gets interesting. The R7 Mark II is positioning itself as a baby R5 for a reason. Leaks suggest it will be capable of 8K internal recording. Now, before you say that's overkill for a crop sensor, think about the cropping potential. You can shoot in 8K and crop in 200% for a 4K delivery without losing a single pixel of detail. We are also looking at 4K at 120 frames per second for that buttery smooth slow motion, and for the first time in this lineup, internal RAW video recording. To handle that massive data rate, Canon is finally moving away from dual SD cards. The rumor mill and those Milan sightings point toward a Pro Duo setup, one CF Express Type B slot and one UHS-2 SD slot. This is a game changer. It means you can finally clear your buffer in seconds rather than waiting for an SD card to catch up while the action passes you by. Cooling has also been a major focus. The body is expected to be slightly larger than the original R7, featuring a passive cooling vent system similar to the R5 Mark II. This should eliminate those overheating icons that have haunted Canon users for years, allowing for extended 4K 60p recording in the field. So, who is this camera for? Canon is clearly targeting the reach-limited professionals. If you shoot wildlife, the 1.6 times crop factor of this 39-megapixel sensor gives you an effective solution that rivals full-frame cameras when they are cropped in. It's like having a built-in teleconverter without the loss of light. The expected price point is sitting right in the sweet spot of $1,999 to $2,299. Yes, it's a jump from the original, but when you look at the specs, the BSI sensor, the dual-chip processing, the 8K video, and the Pro build, it's actually undercutting the competition. It's designed to go head-to-head with the Fujifilm X-H2S and the Sony A6700, and on paper, Canon is currently winning. The official announcement is tipped for late May or early June 2026, with shipping starting shortly after. This aligns perfectly with the summer sports season and the major photography trade shows. If the FCC 180-day confidentiality period is any indication, we are only weeks away from seeing the official press renders. Beyond the internal specs, the exterior design of the R7 Mark II is rumored to adopt a more weather-sealed magnesium alloy chassis. This is a direct response to wildlife photographers who found the original R7 a bit too plastic-heavy for extreme environments. We are hearing reports of a $5.76 million electronic viewfinder, which would be a massive leap over the $2.36 million EVF on the previous model. This means a clearer, more lifelike view of your subject, reducing eye strain during long sessions in the field. The battery life is also getting an upgrade. While it will likely still use the LPE6P battery for compatibility, the new power management systems within the Digic accelerator chip are said to extend the shot count by at least 15%. For video shooters, this means more continuous uptime and less frequent battery swaps during critical shoots. Furthermore, the updated multifunction shoe will support the latest digital audio accessories and the new cooling fan attachment, ensuring that this camera can function in desert heat or humid rainforests without skipping a beat. In terms of connectivity, we are expecting full-sized HDMI ports. This is a huge request from the filmmaking community. No more flimsy micro HDMI cables breaking in the middle of a production. Coupled with the CF Express slot, the R7 Mark II becomes a legitimate cinema tool for those who prefer the APS-C look or need the extra focal length reach for documentary work. The internal image stabilization is also rumored to be improved, reaching up to 8.5 stops of compensation when paired with compatible RF lenses. This would make it one of the most stable handheld platforms on the market. As we move closer to the launch, the excitement is building for what could be the definitive APS-C camera of the decade. Canon has taken the feedback from the R7, looked at the power of the R1, and distilled it into a body that is accessible yet incredibly powerful. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is looking like the most important APS-C release of the decade. But I want to hear from you. Is 39 megapixels enough for your wildlife work, or were you hoping for a global shutter? Drop a comment below, I read every single one. If you found this update helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to Tech Vibe for more in the wild leaks. I'll see you in the next one. If these specs hold true, the R7 Mark II might just be the best value for money camera Canon has ever produced. Are you going to trade in your full-frame gear for this crop sensor beast? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming deep dive into the new RFS lenses launching alongside this body. Thanks for watching Tech Vibe, and keep shooting. Canon is finally giving the APS-C community the respect it deserves. The R7 Mark II is a pro body in a compact form, and we can't wait to get our hands on it for a full review. What's the one feature that would make this a must-buy for you? Let's start a conversation in the comments. This has been Tech Vibe, keeping you ahead of the curve. See you in the next video.